Taurus, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your reading for December 1st through the 10th. We're going to take a look at what you may not see coming and get some important advice from Spirit. Thank you for tuning in today, for sharing this time with me, and thank you for your continued support. Let's get started. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Taurus. I feel like I'm leaning in. I don't know why. Are you leaning in? I feel like there's some anticipatory energy in the air here, just coming into your energy. You're anticipating something this first part of December. You feel it coming. You feel something. What is this one that wanted to turn over? Don't want to miss that one. Ooh, a lot of people are getting this right now. This is about your psychic sensibilities, right? Your spidey senses. There is something that you know through your inner knowing, through your intuition, and Spirit is indicating that you need to keep an eye on things and to trust what your intuition is saying at this time. All right, your intuition is going to lead you in the right direction. It's interesting. I read a quote this morning. It's not about right or wrong. It's about what feels best. So, and when it comes to what feels best, it's really comes down to, does it honor what we feel and sense, or does it not? So interesting. Let's see what else. What else is being highlighted the first 10 days? All right, we've got Cane and Star energy. Pay attention to your health. All right, that might be more of a focus where I'm getting more, some of you it's physical health, but I'm feeling more mental health when it comes to just staying calm and being in a secure place within, not in a hyper vigilant or nervous system hyper functioning type of embodiment where you feel like there's just a lot coming at you or a lot you're having to deal with. So I think you've been going in that direction of, let me focus on my health and my well-being. And that's when we make that our focus, everything else tends to feel a little bit more manageable. We also have Star, guaranteed success. So if you are going through any kind of health troubles at this time, Spirit is saying that you will be guaranteed success in any endeavor, whether you're on a health kick or you have health kick plans in the new year. Keep it up. I'm getting keep up the good efforts that you're putting into coming into balance in your body, mind, and spirit. All right. I feel like there's another one or two that want to come out. Taurus. I like your focus. I like your focus right now. It feels very stable and solid and grounded. Lily, spiritual love. I'm pretty sure Libra got that. So you and Libra, both in the Empress mode. So there may be something that you will be receiving at this time. Compliments from an admirer, a bouquet. We have roses here. There might be romance happening, lighting up in the first 10 days of the month. You could have some sort of spiritual love on the horizon, or you might know who I'm talking about. I don't know. Is that too old school now? Just getting flowers delivered to your office or to your home? Now that would be nice, wouldn't it? If that's happening, Taurus, enjoy it. Shield, you need to defend yourself. You definitely have a mixed bag. You may be like, maybe whoever has their sights on you. It's interesting. I feel like you have a very deep spiritual love for your inner being at this time. And you could have somebody who's approaching you that is complimenting you. And it could be someone in the office. It could be someone in love. But you do have attention on you. You may even feel like you need to defend yourself for whatever reason at this time because of what you've been going through. I don't know. I'm getting kind of a mixed message here around either you feel defensive around the person coming towards you or you feel defensive in general. But Spirit is indicating you need to trust your intuition. You do have someone around you that admires you. There's some sort of spiritual love that you could be engaging in the first 10 days. There's guaranteed success around your health and a need to really focus on your intuition. What is your intuition saying to you? If you do have someone coming towards you, maybe you're the one making advances. There's some sort of need or want to open, but also this trepidation I'm sensing here, Taurus. And it could be to a deeper way of being. in your spiritual growth, listening to what your intuition is telling you. There might be some fears that you're facing at this time around that. I feel like whatever you're getting in your own intuitive hits, like really trust them right now. All right, what you don't see coming. I can't wait to see what this, because it's just, I'm cautiously optimistic that you've got something that's going to really be beautiful for you. Yeah, I got this feeling of some sort of loss or lack. This could feel like you either had to reject something or someone rejected you. Gosh, is this some sort of a turnaround? Let's see. 5 of Pentacles coming out first. The Emperor. Let's get a few more. You're definitely trying to surpass maybe a period of grief or move through a period of grief. Yeah, there's something that you're going through that's foundational. We have the 4 of Wands, the Emperor, and the 5 of Pentacles. I want to get just one cut of the deck here on the Emperor. 5 of Swords. So we have 2 5s. There's some sort of either internal conflict going on or actual conflict with someone who you may have, because you're the Empress, Taurus. That's your card in the deck. I'm not seeing that here. You could be in your divine masculine right now, or you could be dealing with someone who's in their divine masculine, male or female, does not matter. It's the predominant energy where you've had some sort of conflict, either in a community setting or in a commitment setting or in a friendship setting. And it's left you or others feeling rejected here. And I think you're trying to take control of the situation and make a change here. There's some sort of shift in the air. I'm getting this whisper of light. You could have whispers from spirit at this time. And look, it's flowing through the 4 of Wands. Now I'm getting it. There's some sort of whisper. You see this flow of light through here? And then it carries on. We'll put it this way you can see. Through here. I'll try and get it so it lines up. You see the whisper of light there? There's some sort of harmony that you're seeking in a situation where you've had maybe some rejection and fighting, conflict. And it could have been minor or it could have been major. This is definitely coming to a head. We are in retrograde season. I want to clarify a little bit more this Emperor. With these 2 5s. The Fool and Temperance. Ooh, you're definitely in a new beginning during Sag season. And this new beginning has a lot to do with coming into balance with all aspects of self and also in the way you're relating to the people around you. 4 of Wands is your community, your support system. And it's a sign of being happy and free-spirited. But it's almost like either you are having a hard time fully being in this open-hearted, like, let's let the energy flow, being in the divine, energy flow. And you're in too much of like, there's some sort of exertion going on, either you or another person, of wanting to step a little bit in a place of control. This is very nuanced, this energy. I don't feel like it's this major thing, but we'll see what comes out. If we get the Tower, then there's definitely, 10 of Swords. Ay, 9 of Wands. Goodness me. Taurus, what is going on? You're trying to move past something and get control over your thoughts and feelings. You could be rejecting someone, or someone could have made you feel rejected. You fought hard and long, for this. There's something that you're recognizing that, Emperor is when we gain back our power, reclaim our power. And something could have been close to home for you. It could be a family dynamic, a friendship dynamic. It could be someone that you were romantically linked with. But whenever I see the 10 of Swords and 9 of Wands, this is you trying to recognize an ending for what it is so you could move past it. Not bypass it, but really look at what created the wounding. It's like you're doing a little bit of that life review at the end of 2024. And I think you're guarded energy. But what it's doing is I call this, this is, if anyone's familiar with Abraham, putting things in vibrational escrow. When we contend with things that are not in alignment, and we know deep down, even when we're in it, it didn't feel quite right, but we did it anyway. You're kind of assimilating that lesson now and going, you know what? Maybe if I had listened to my intuition more, I don't want you to be hard on yourself. I feel like you're doing a fair bit of like making just... I just get this sense that you're being self-critical, and there's a fine line between learning our spiritual lessons and then being too hard on ourselves. And I feel like you're kind of being a little bit too hard on yourself. It's good to understand and move forward and learn from our wounding and when things come to an end. But at the same time, and now if you're still dealing with this and you're allowing this upheaval, more continued strife, more feelings of rejection by going back to someone or to continue to engage with someone who you know it needs to be over, that's a whole nother thing entirely. Or this could be their energy. I definitely feel like you're dealing with some sort of reclamation of power here at the end of the year, Taurus, because whatever it is, it's undermined your feeling of security and stability in your own energy frequency. Almost as if you had to fight for your own needs to be met, but then sacrificing so much of self by expecting that person to rise to the occasion. I'm getting that. They want you to be protecting your energy, and there's a lot of the spiritual love. I think you have somebody around you, whoever this emperor figure is. I don't think it's someone that you're continuing to deal with or you shouldn't be dealing with. You know, it's just, right? You know what you know. So listen to that. I'm going to get some advice from Spirit. Let's get some advice from Spirit. You basically are in a period right now where and I did get that heavily, Taurus, for you for the end of the year, where you're healing and you're really needing to take time for yourself. And it's so empowering when you do that, when you pause and you reflect and you don't engage and you don't try to push an agenda. You focus on your own healing. You focus on accepting things the way they are and letting go. This person did mean a lot to you at one time, and I'm sure they still do. Yeah. You fought the good fight, I'm telling you. But now it's about you healing from the wounds that were created in this dynamic. We have the Death here at the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. You could be evaluating and reassessing just what you want, taking stock of all aspects of life. When something does end, that's what we're required to do. All right, let's get some advice from Spirit. Yeah, this is releasing and dropping the emotional baggage. Right? Turning your back on a situation, however hard. You don't want to linger too long by the river, right, of despair. There's some sort of sorrow that you're releasing here little by little, day by day. The more you walk away from this, the more you don't realize that you're climbing up a brand new mountain that has got something better in the view, right, at the top. You're being redirected here. And maybe you don't know exactly where you're going, but you're trying to see things from a different perspective, see your life from a different perspective, gain more enlightenment, hanging from the Bodhi tree. However uncomfortable it is to release stuff from the past, the lessons, the spiritual lessons, the karma, whatever trauma bond you had with somebody, it's really taught you a lot. Just try not to internalize too much of it where you're going to be closed off or shut down for a long period of time because of it. That's the only thing I see in the tarot. When people go through a lot of trauma, they really shut down to protect, self-protect, and then they have a really hard time opening up. So there's a time and a place, right? If this is fresh, this is a fresh wound, and you kept going back or someone kept coming towards you, extracting your energy, then you'd go through another round of it, and it just felt like a never-ending cycle, you're putting an end to it. I don't think you're going to carry this into the new year. You may carry some of those emotions that you're still letting go, but you're not going to be creating a fresh narrative, right? Around this person called me, I texted them, we did this and this and this, you know what I mean? The situation, you're going to stop putting energy into it. I see that. You're pausing and it's uncomfortable. It's like, it's time to face this loss head on, because sometimes we kind of string the energy along because we don't want to experience it in its fullness. We can only handle so much suffering at a time, Taurus. And I feel like you're doing, but yeah. Then we have the Seven of Wands, the Hangman, and the Eight of Cups. So you're doing what you need to do right now, right? You've got a protective shield around your energy, and you are learning from this. A chapter is coming to an end here with someone in your life. And I think that your guaranteed success is what this has taught you, and how much stronger you are spiritually, and how much more fully integrated you will be because of this, in your trueness, in your wholeness, And sometimes we have to go into these darker places in our shadow work to find the light. So honor whatever relationship this was to you. Definitely made its impact known. Let's get a Keepers of the Light to help you through this first 10 days of December. Taurus, you're going to be okay. I just need you to know that. If you're suffering at all, you're going to be okay. Yeah, you have Freya showing up. You have Freya showing up. Phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. How apropos. Very perfect for you at this time. Really lean on Freya. Call upon her. H-I-J-K. Let me just see if I can spell this morning. Y'all, I'm going to go see Moana this afternoon with a bunch of kids. I can't wait. It's going to be so fun. We're going to a big theater with the big reclining chairs. I'm going to get a big old tub of popcorn. Yep, it's going to be great. All right. I'm going to read about Freya. I think this might help you. Freya, which means lady, is the Norse goddess of the moon and love. She is the twin flame of Odin and a warrior goddess who offers deep spiritual and physical protection to those who call on her. She will stand before you with her shield and spear, keeping you safe from harm. She works closely with moon energy and helps us recognize that our life is a cycle that is always changing. She herself is the maiden, the mother, and the crone aspect of all women and guides them to see the wisdom these cycles bring. We all go through phases and cycles of growth, and Freya is the energy that supports this. She is a raven spirit totem. Oh, it's a raven. It's hard to tell the difference between crow and raven. I think raven are bigger, if I'm not mistaken. Which is said to represent her capacity to travel between heaven and earth with that psychic sight. A phase of your life may be coming to an end, Taurus, but it's important to acknowledge it's not the end. When one door closes, another opens. You may have been desperate for change, but now that it's here, you could feel vulnerable. Know that the mighty goddess Freya will guide you. Illusions are now being revealed so that you can leave behind anything that is false. Step into your peaceful warrior-like energy and welcome the changes you deserve. Tie up all loose ends and take heart. This is an exciting time. Yeah, you know what? When we turn away from these things that we know we have to let go of because we know. The hardest thing I think in life when things come to an end is accepting that things are coming to an end and resolving that in the depths of our pain and our suffering and sorrow is our greatest challenge. But you can do this. You've done this before and you will probably do it again. And it's something that in the surrender of it, right? When we truly surrender, we actually welcome spirit in, right? We walk away from our ego's need to control outcomes, to hold on. When we really surrender, we something beautiful and magical happens. All right, let's get a final message from the universe for you, Taurus. Final message from the universe. This is one of those shirts that keeps riding up as you move. All right, I felt it. And you may feel like this constrictive energy kind of pressing down on you as you go through this transformation, this death and rebirth. Yeah, this is your hope for what's next. What's meant to be yours is already making its way to you, Taurus. What was never yours is starting to flee from you. With time, it will all make sense. For now, bear the confusion and focus on living fully in the present. Don't let your whole life be, I'll be happy when. Be happy now. What a beautiful, poignant message. Really call upon Freya at this time. You have a lot of spiritual love around you. You do have somebody waiting in the wings. I think once you work through this, what's meant for you will be there for you at the right time. Divine timing does seem to be at play for what's next for you that lies beyond this door closing and you walking through the next door. All right. Give yourself this grace. Take care.